those categories.
As Clark gets inside
and is on the right side of the floor, driving to the
against the sky this year.
There's a turnover that leads to an easy bucket. That's what Indiana has done. Christie Sides to lane in transition all the time.
Here's Wallace going inside against Edwards.
Does a good job of getting 2 feet in the paint.
And Deladon taking the 20.
Not a dribble to the paint. This is a board.
Here is Ariel Atkins.
To 8 points every night out because of.
And their win on Friday over Chicago. Samuelson, shot clock down to 7. Mitchell
playing drop coverage there. And
2 wins as Smith goes right up. An extra pass. Here is Edwards.
Weak side.
Edwards has been. Here's Smith back on the attack. Kind of what you imagine from this field.
What's going to take all 5 stars? Indiana had 5 players in double figures, and that's
He's been in double figures in 6 of her last. Building in transition. It's close. Points for Boston here as Mitchell drops it for Dolson. For Indiana as Clark whips it in with an early 3 assists. As Van Loo. Rotation here by Indiana. Van Loo. Clark kick out Wallace.
And then making a read.
5. Mitchell on the blow by Gibson.
Remember, she missed.
From the line, here's Atkins on the other end. Atkins right down the middle.
And you mentioned it. One is one of the best perimeter defenders in the.
Lexi Holes provided a nice spark for Indiana. Off the pass from Clark. Mitchell
with her acceleration.
4 of Indiana. Clark on the hesitation. Backdoor pass. And it's Carly.
And Washington made her pay.
Smith spinning inside over high.
Strength in that matchup with Lexi Hull, but just that his team is doing. Boston.
With the offensive rebound and the wrap. Gets inside, kick out. Atkins on the drive, gets inside. Trying to do something similar, but Washington show. Hole corner 3. Lid on the rim from distance. So just trying to force the pace, pull up.
Then the bucket.
Bouncing here for a rolling Dolson who spins. Samuelson off bounce. This is
right. Deguma McCall, who played in this franchise. Erica played.
Here is Katie Lou. There you go. Her first minutes gets inside. Lost Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse as Walker Kimbrough.
Wet on and knocks down a triple.
Wheeler pulls up. Edwards left wide open. She with Boston inside as Boston turns.
Rebound there, but she was a really good cut. Eric Tebow loves her game.
Wheeler wide open. And back for Carly Samuelson.
I want her to do well. It'd be okay with me if we both.
Reason as Hole gets inside. The bounce pass, Hines Allen. She's got
better. The rhythm of the team is getting.
Walker Kimbrough gets inside off her game here for Eric Tebow as Wheeler. Her career hasn't gone exactly how she would hope. Wheeler got a hand in there. Edwards to the deck. Make some progress here. Smith backing in. Tough look. 2 shots here for Alyssa Smith. Has 6. Mitchell has 6 after a strong performance on Sunday as Clark on the drive. Left. Melvin on the drive. Blocked for Smith. And draws another.
With the economic impact of measuring that, but if the WNBA.
We walk in the area. Better as of late as Walker.
Indiana has had in this game. Is there?
There's Wallace, shot clock down to 3. Will she?
I liked it around, but.
Extra pass, Samuelson, corner 3.
Who taught him how to shoot? She said our dad.
Austin turns the corner, gets by. Van Loo. Different teams in the WNBA. Hopes this. Clark way downtown. The steal and a bucket.
And she is part of the reason why they're up 5.
Quarter. Smith gets free underneath. Gets way outside. Mitchell steps back and buries. Samuelson backdoor again. Mitchell back on the attack, gets inside. Mitchell has matched their largest lead. And Community, both the Fever and the Pace. 50 seconds of game. Offensive rebound. And Van Loo. Clark back inside for Washington with 0 long starts. She's now got
her. He said Belgium. We've been watching
with Julie Alamon back in the well on Caitlin, so not a bad. Wallace sticks with her. Edwards comes down to this one. This would be a really impactful one to get. Van Loo sidesteps Clark. Edwards, that's a deep side to Smith. She will launch, and Dolson has a major size advantage on. Smith will try it again, same spot. There's Atkins on the drive. Wallace stays. That's here tonight. Boston battling inside.
Revised by Coach Sides out of the gate.
Holding it. And Atkins assists per game. answer this question. And Wallace legs bouncing for Boston, draws the foul.
6'5", skill.
Dolson left open again, and this year Mitchell catch and shoot. Answer. It's been a homestand about getting Boston in mid. Edwards a 65% free assists over 6 seasons. Playing good hands by Van Loo. She'll loft it up. Wallace, who's left alone. Wallace off to the races, ahead for Wallace. Caitlin Clark, I think, officially
6 rebounds and 3 assists.
with the step back deep two. He's answered back every time. Dolson did a bit.
Triples, good ATO by.
It's on the drive, gets inside, muscles her way.
Keep your eye on that matchup. That's Dolson away and allow.
You kind of see that look right there on her midway through the third quarter.
Screen coverage. She's getting better at that too.
The officiating, Christy Wallace. Back. Saturday, July 6th. Tickets are available at July 6th.
Seems like it's
Temifag Benley back sooner. Samuel.
Season minus their injuries, right? They just.
As you get into the back half of the year, as the entire WNBA. First time since Austin sends it back. Edwards gets the read here tonight. 4 points. Walker Kimbrough to the line for 2. Mitchell and more online. FavoriteTeamStore.com. Mitchell a little too deep in the third quarter.
Well, we talked about them getting to the free throw.
10 more free throws on the night. Hines Allen a straightaway filling when Clark brings the ball up. Contact sets up Boston. Hines Allen trying to muscle her way in. 6 of the 28 minutes so
Trying to keep the ball on the same side of the floor.
Tie game and a 7-point Indiana. There's Boston teeing up a 3. Atkins the other.
Well, and that possession.
Injured and 2 are on the bench right now. Was the foul. Well, Washington. That's free. Both teams. Kimbrough creates some space. Lee, who is wide open. Melvin on the drive, gives it out to the races. Melvin beats everybody.
Himself back in it.
It's inside and Inksler lays it. Clark. She will launch. Foul trouble. Boston the fake. Boston the. For the week is Dolson on the other end. And off Mitchell pulls up from the foul line. Atkins hangs off.
Funding and screening action. And Ariel Atkins with those.
Sets up Samuelson wide open. Inksler in transition. Inksler was threatening to go up.
Early because they were so physical.
Oh, Wixes in Indiana knocked it away. Still on the attack, gets inside and lays it in 2. Melvin.
You have to execute every opportunities right here.
Wheeler off attack, just bullies her way inside. Wheeler in the starters. Clark launches, hits it for Indiana. It's a 7-0. Van Loo from way outside. Sees the double, bounces it into. And on the.
She is having a.
Mitchell, catch and shoot. Hits.
3-point line.
Dolson, that 3. Finds some space, and Wheeler connects. Has gone up double digits. Atkins draw.
A lane for Atkins.
Here's Inksler driving on Boston. Inksler, which has been improving. Indiana's been. Washington, they've held on for. That's
taking shots here.
On the drive, gets inside. Difficult. Dolson wide open, and Indiana in their 2 games. 9 for feed. Wheeler's open. Mitchell on the attack and around the rim early in the season, and now Inksler back on the attack, using the reverse.
And then you have
get it into Smith, who also plays. And here is Van Loo, lead here for Indiana. Austin hits the. Now she'll launch, and Clark will just wait to be fouled. So that's 16, 12, and 6.
She had just tied Breanna Stewart as
Monday. Caught Taras. Atkins launches.